We're going to watch some three-person officiating here with a pretty good three-person group. So we'll take a look at some of these things. That's Kevin in the lead. This is David, who's in the C on our side of the court, camera side of the court right now. And Mark is the lead right now. This ball belongs to Kevin. Kevin still has this ball, making a little adjustment there. Now the ball comes down here. We should see our C come right in here in the picture here in a moment. Here he is. They have a good look if there were a rebound. David's still the C. Kevin's still the lead down the other end. Kevin starts to rotate. The ball goes back. Kevin goes back. Kevin's looking at the post. Mark has the ball. Here's a foul that Kevin has from the lead. He maybe could come out a little bit farther before he gives numbers to the table, but now he goes opposite the table. David's played the ball in. As soon as Kevin called the foul, David zipped right in there to get the throw in ready, to set the table, as it were. And they did that whole thing in about 10 seconds on that foul switch and reporting. Kevin's now the C, David's the trail, and Mark is still the lead. Now Mark is the trail, David is the lead, Kevin is still the C. Mark calls a travel there. David, the new trail, takes all the throw-ins in backcourt. Here Kevin is bringing in a sub. You see how he had his hand up as a stop sign. Not the same signal as when you stop the clock for I have a violation. Kevin marking the three-point shot there. Had a good open look at that play. David's rotating, so now Kevin would come out and be the trail. Mark is in there as the C now. The good foul call by the lead. Kevin goes in to set the table and to administer the free throw shots because there's two shots there. Kevin patiently waits till Black gets in there. Good snappy bounce to the shooter. Kevin chops the time in. Kevin is the trail. Mark is the lead. David's here as the C. David has a great look at this three-point shot. Great look at the arc and an open look at the shooter and the defender. We have an injured player here on the floor that we don't see in the shot, but he hobbles off. A sub comes in. David's given Kevin the thumbs up that we're all ready to go. Kevin's ball. David's looking off ball. David has a really good open look on that shot. A rotation by Kevin because the ball came into front court on the opposite side of the basket line. Mark is the C over there now. Kevin rotates back. And David goes up and becomes the C. Now Kevin's the trail. Mark is still the lead, and David is still the center official right here in front of us. Kevin's ball. David was straight line there for a moment as Mark rotates over, and David took a step to the right to get unstraight line. We have a kicking violation. Now Mark has the choice of being on the inside or the outside of this throw-in guy. He chooses inside. Probably a a really good way to do it. David's now the lead, or the trail. Kevin is the C over there. Mark rotates. Kevin's in no hurry to get out of there. Not going to run away from the action. I have a little loose ball there. Notice David's not looking at the ball. He's looking off ball. He's looking at Cutter's post person. In transition, Kevin's the lead. David's the C. Entrance pass got knocked away there. Mark's still the lead. We have a reach-in foul on White. The trail, Kevin gets it. See David come on over, and he's going to bring in this sub. And he's right there to put that ball in play. Didn't rush, but they expedited. Helps the flow of the game. Kevin is the C in front of the camera. David is the trail. Mark is still the lead. Notice how Kevin slid. Takes 3 slide steps when he comes out of the C, which keeps all his vision on the players. Kevin's the C, David's the lead, Mark's the trail. Mark's got the foul. Did you notice how Mark took a step down and had a great look at that? This is a 2-shot foul. There's the switch. Mark goes opposite. David's got the ball in the shooter's hands. Kept the game moving. We don't want to rush to our foul signal and our switch, but on the other hand, we don't want to lollygag as well. Get the ball back into play as soon as possible without rushing. Now Mark over here is the C, David is the trail, and Kevin is the lead. It's all brought about by the switch on the foul. David adjusts his position there a little bit. David still has that ball. Mark is about a step or 2 above the free throw line. Mark's got a good look at this play. And Kevin's got a foul on this drive. Kevin comes out and gives his information to the table. Probably you want to get outside the arc before and stop there a little bit. When you give that, David got over on the other side very quickly, so he's in a position to help Mark with the shooter and to be ready to bring in these subs. Look at Mark's bounce to the shooter. See where Mark goes as the lead. Kevin steps down when the shot goes in the air. Mark's coming up the volleyball line as the trail. Mark is the trail, David is the lead, Kevin is the C. Peyton has gone from their man into the zone. 3-point shot. Kevin doesn't bail out. He actually takes a step or 2 down toward the bucket as the trail. Sometimes people have a penchant for as soon as the 3-point shot goes in the air, they back out. Worried maybe that they're going to be beat as the new lead on the other end. Loose ball, scramble, and Peyton comes out of it. And they have a backcourt violation. Good get by David. He was right there on the division line. Kevin plays it in. Do you notice how Kevin backs way off? Got a big view. No player deeper than he. You see Kevin close down on that 3-point shot at the end of the quarter. Starting the new quarter, Kevin's the referee. He bounces the ball. Once again, you see how far he backed off to have a big open wide look in case the defense comes out at the last second to contest that throw-in. Dave's the lead, Kevin's the trail. Dave rotates. Kevin goes down to become the C. And we've got an out-of-bounds violation. Kevin brings in the sub. He's the opposite official. He brings in the sub, keeps the stop sign up until we're 5-5. As soon as he brings the stop sign down, David puts that ball in play. Mark is the lead, Kevin the C, David the trail. Kevin's got a good look on this play. Moves to the right when the ball goes by his nose. And David moves down to be the C. Kevin now is the trail, David's the C, Mark's the lead. Rotate by Mark, so Kevin comes down to be the C. Some great videography here. There we go. That's a little better. Once again, Mark chooses to go on the inside for the throw-in. Notice how he takes a step back so he's not in any passing lane for the inbounds pass. Kevin in a great position here for any rebounding foul. Mark's the trail. Kevin is the lead now. David is the trail, or the C. Mark again is at the lead. Now Kevin is the trail. Some more great videography. Good no call on that vertical play there. Both players were vertical. Little contact, but it's incidental. Rotation here. Kevin goes out and becomes the trail. David's down as the C. Mark's the new lead, Kevin the trail, David the C. And I believe they have a timeout. Notice how Mark holds the ball. Here's the thing about a timeout. Watch the players go to the benches. There's a crossing of the waves right there on that timeout, and it could easily be, and has been in the past, some dead ball contact when people go to their benches for timeouts. Marks the trail, closes down a step or two on the shot. Loose ball. Exciting play. Now Mark becomes the lead. Kevin, because it was a backcourt, comes across and becomes the trail. David is the C here. Mark rotates. Kevin is straight lined on that shot. Did you see that? To give him a bad time about that. Probably should have taken a quick step to his right or his left to try to get his a little bit more open look on that 3-point shot. So easy to get straight line. The ball moves so quickly. And the best we can do is take a quick step or two sometimes to become unstraight line. Transition, kick out, 3, nice rebound. Goes out of bounds, the ball is awarded to White. Well, we have a foul on this. No, I think it was awarded to White. Kevin's going to administer. Now you see Kevin's going to bounce the ball across the lane line. There's nothing sacred about the lane line. You can bounce the ball across on that designated throw-in spot. It makes for better court coverage as the kids go up the other end of the floor. Kevin's the lead. David slide step there. Use the slide step a lot when you're the trail on the ball and when you're the C. Nice 3-point shot. We have a good look at it. Mark rotating. He maybe could have aborted that rotation when the shot went up right after he started to rotate. Made David really have to run. Mark probably did that on purpose. Did you see Mark come down just in time as you see to get a good look on that shot from about the free throw line? Kevin's the lead. David's trail. Marcus the C. Peyton's in their 2-3 zone. Someone's trying to work the ball out. Mark comes out a little higher. Ball got into the low block and Kevin didn't get rotated over there. Maybe was a little slow in his rotation. Ball's going out of bounds. It's going to stay with Simla, the home team. So Kevin rotates over. Now David's the trail. Mark is the C. There's Kevin's 5-second count. Chops the clock. Mark adjusts his position. Kevin rotates, starts to rotate, then comes back out. You see Mark come out on that drive and had a good look at it. Mark's in the reporting box, gives a really good numbers to the table, and we've got the ball back in play. Mark adjusts his position just by a step or two. Closes down on that shot. Now he's the new lead. Play coming in from the C side. And Kevin, the C, is right there. Trail is right there. Mark's got another foul. Talking with the player here a little bit. Got the ball right back in. Drive to the bucket. Mark adjusts his look so he can have an open look on that drive all the way to the hole. Timeout. This is going to be a full timeout, so one person will stay where the ball is. The other two officials go to the opposite block on each end. Here we're coming out of the timeout. Kevin puts the ball in play. Since it was a front court throw-in, Kevin hands the ball on front court. Don't bounce the ball on the baseline in front court. Still in our zone. Black is still in the zone. Nice pass. pretty good look at the bucket. It doesn't go. Mark is the lead. David's the C. Kevin's over here as the trail. Mark's 10-second count. Mark adjusts his look there on that three-point shot. Just a step or two. A couple players get tangled up and go to the floor. Here's the three-point shot. Kevin was right there to help with that. And Mark has the foul and comes opposite. I think Mark and David doubled on that and weren't quite sure for a moment who was going to report it. David had the last couple maybe.
I was hoping he hadn't taken that shot, but the next foul's a 1-1.
See where Kevin is as the lead. Mark steps down on the shot. In good position to help on this pressure in backcourt. Kevin's C here, and we've got a timeout. This is a close ball game. 44-46. We're running out of time. Mark adjusts his position for an open look. Got his 5-second count. Starts a new 5-second count on the dribble. A new one on the hold and another timeout. We're 21 seconds. Home team's down by 2. Oh man, they usually make that shot. And then they have to foul. With 14-9. And they've got fouls to give. Only 4 fouls on the home team. Another timeout. A lot of strategy going on here at the end of this close game. We're going to see a remarkable play here at the end of this game as well. Coming right up.
I want to see that warehouse out in left field there. Left field foul line. They built that.
Keep citing video here. This is a 30-second timeout. You see where Kevin was on the top of the circle for his 30-second timeout. Okay, Black's ball. White's got to put pressure on. White's probably going to have to foul, but they don't want to commit an intentional foul. David's got the foul. Still the ball's out of bounds. That's the 5th foul. They've got another one yet to give. David bounced the ball there, and Mark's got a foul. Not an intentional foul, but a holding foul. Before the clock even starts, a really smart move. Very strategic foul by White. Now this next shot, Black will be in a 1-and-1. Next foul, there's the foul. Black shoots a 1-and-1 now. We identify the shooter, particularly when we go from back court to front court. We need to identify shooters. We need to identify shooters on all fouls. 1-and-1. You notice how Mark dropped the ball, then said 1-and-1, then caught the ball and bounced it. This is a big free throw. He cans it. So now they have a 3-point lead. And we're about at 10 seconds or so. 12 seconds. Another clutch free throw coming up here. I don't know whether we kind of missed that. I don't know why I would have. They're up by 4. White calls timeout. Notice David pointing where the ball is going to come into play in that court. We're out of timeouts now. White's used their last timeout. Kevin just went to tell the White assistant coach. As it turns out, White knows they're out of timeouts. Here's the play that's going to happen here. Right toward the end with about 4 seconds or so, White is going to score. And then White is going to get the ball right out of the net, step out of bounds, and throw the ball in again. An illegal act. And officials are going to get it, but it probably should be a technical foul. Here comes the shot. It's going to go in. White takes the ball out of bounds. They throw it in. Now Mark stops the play because he knows something is weird here. Have a little discussion. There's a specific casebook ruling, 10.1.8, that says this particular play is a technical foul. However, this crew just rules it as a delay of game warning, which it would be any other time of the game, except the casebook ruling 10.1a at the end of the game when somebody purposely does that. Now it's home team is up or behind 47-48. There's 4.9 seconds. They've got to throw the ball in, and then they've got the foul, and we come up here to the other end. Mark had the foul. He goes opposite. Kevin was opposite. He replaces Mark. See Coach Alan Card talking to Kevin. He thinks that should have been a technical foul down there, and I think he is right. Kevin's doing a good job of talking to him, listening to him. They missed the free throw on purpose. White does get a last-second desperation shot, but it doesn't go. And Black wins this game.